Simulated racing video games have been a big part of pop culture since the 1980s, and without a doubt, the most popular car brand in the video game world is Porsche. In fact, Porsche has been so prevalent in video games for so long now that players lost interest in their mainstream cars like the 911 Turbo and GT3 years ago. And now they're demanding to see more obscure Porsches in their video games. The game developers were quick to respond to these demands and have introduced many surprising and rare Porsches into the sim racing world over the last few years. In this video, we're going to be taking a look at the 10 best Porsches that exist in the sim racing world. Any hardcore Porsche fan will instantly recognize the Ruf CTR3 as one of the most monstrous street-legal cars ever made. Manufactured by Ruf GmbH, the CTR3 is built around a deconstructed Porsche Cayman chassis and uses many Porsche components. And this mid-engine machine is as beautiful as it is dangerous. And the fact that Gran Turismo included this car in multiple games is nothing short of epic. The CTR3 weighs 3,086 pounds and features a 3.7-liter twin-turbocharged flat-six engine that produces 691 horsepower. With its gorgeous yet extreme appearance, the Porsche GT1 looks like a car that might have originated from a video game, but it's actually one of the most storied race cars ever made. Between 1996 and 1998, the GT1 managed to win 47 races, most notably scoring a 1-2 victory at Le Mans in 1998. And Project Cars 2 did a great job of bringing this beast to the video game console. The GT1 weighs 2,300 pounds and features a 3.2-liter twin-turbocharged flat-six engine that produces 536 horsepower. Oh, and real quick, if you're enjoying this video or just like learning about Porsches, click here to subscribe to this channel. Rennsport is one of the most realistic sim racing games on the market, and one of its signature cars is the Porsche 992 GT3R. The 992 GT3R weighs 2,700 pounds and features a 4.2-liter naturally aspirated flat-six engine that produces 565 horsepower.
Now I want to take a quick second to tell you about today's video sponsor, which is my company, Arc Driver Automotive Photography. I specialize in automotive portraits and photos for sales listings. So if you need professional pictures of your car, check out my website, which is linked in the description below.
Although the Porsche 917 Living Legend never made it past the concept stage, it embodied the idea of the ultimate Porsche road car unbridled by modern constraints. It was beautiful, sleek, and powerful, and best of all, it was covered in styling cues inspired by the 917K race car, including the horizontal engine cooling fan. The 917 living legend will never exist as anything more than an idea in the real world, but Gran Turismo did a great job of bringing it to life in the video game world. The 917 living legend weighs 2,700 pounds and features a 5-liter twin-turbocharged 8-cylinder engine that produces 976 horsepower. Now this car maybe shouldn't be on this list because technically it's not actually a Porsche. In fact, not one single component of this car was made by Porsche. The Hoonipigasus is a completely custom car with a 1,400 horsepower, mid-mounted 4-liter flat-6 engine that's force-fed by a pair of turbochargers. It was designed solely for Ken Block to dominate the 2022 Pikes Peak International Hill Climb. Unfortunately, the Hoonipigasus was not able to compete in the 2022 Pikes Peak International Hill Climb, and even more unfortunate, Ken Block passed away in January of 2023. But the good news is that Ken's daughter, Leah Block, was able to drive the Hoonipigasus at the Pikes Peak Hill Climb in June of 2023. Only 2 examples of the Porsche 917-30 Spyder were made, and even though this car is now 50 years old, it remains one of the most powerful and intimidating race cars ever built. With a weight of only 1,700 pounds and a 5.4-liter 12-cylinder twin-turbocharged engine that produces an incredible 1,600 horsepower, only the bravest and most talented drivers could handle this car. And being able to see an entire field of 917-30s competing against each other on Assetto Corsa, especially on racetracks that they have no business being on, is just damn fun. Magnus Walker is a fashion designer and car collector who became a sensation in the automotive community with his custom rat rod Porsche collection and his counterculture style. And his most iconic car is a stripped-down and highly modified 1971 911, which is known as the 277 Urban Outlaw. Forza Horizon 4 gives players the chance to unlock a LEGO Porsche 930, which can be driven on real-life simulated tracks and in special LEGO worlds. The LEGO 930 can also be modified to achieve 258 miles per hour. In 1984, Porsche built 20 examples of the 911 SC-RS to compete in Group B rally racing. The car proved to be incredibly successful and continued competing in tarmac and dirt rally racing for many years after.
Flat crest, 30, 5 right.
Seeing a luxury sports car dominating racing circuits through dirt, mud, and rock made the 911 SC-RS an instant favorite with race fans all over the world, and the car still carries a huge cult following to this day.
Crest, slow 50, turn unseen square right.
Dirt Rally does a great job of presenting the 911 SC-RS in numerous racing environments and provides the player with a lifelike racing experience. The 911 SC-RS weighs 2,300 pounds and features a naturally aspirated 3-liter flat-six engine that produces 290 horsepower. Cyberpunk 2077 is an open-world, action-adventure role-playing game set in the post-apocalyptic world of Night City in the year 2077. The backstory behind the customized 1977 Porsche 930 is that once it belonged to a musician named Johnny Silverhand, who was the lead singer of a band called Samurai. Johnny died in 2023, and many years later, the car was discovered by a firefighter who kept it hidden inside a storage container. But in 2038, the firefighter died after participating in a rescue operation following the detonation of a nuclear weapon. And then in 2077, a group of individuals discovered the 930 and began using it for their own personal exploits.
Take that rag off it.
Okay.
My ride. Hop in. I'll even let you drive.
Now, if you're a fellow YouTuber or you just like making videos and you've ever wondered where I get all my great music from, I use a company called Epidemic Sound. They have an infinite amount of great music and sound effects that are all royalty free. And best of all, I've got a link that will give you a free month trial of unlimited music and sound effects for your videos. And if you decide to use them after that, it's only $15 a month for unlimited royalty-free music and sound effects. You can get the free month trial by using the link in the description below. Thanks for checking out this video, and for more automotive content that you cannot find anywhere else, click here to subscribe. And don't forget to check out my company, Arc Driver Automotive Photography, which is linked in the description below.